Wow, what a day. The markets were down 4% by the time I left the morning stream this morning. We had CPI come out, and the news was obviously it sent the markets in a spiral. Markets dumped like 500 points within 4 minutes. And I know historically for me, days like this are typically pretty hard to trade. It ends up resulting in me trying to fade the move, and I usually end up down bad. And so today, knowing that CPI brought us down heavy, I really wanted to be extra patient today and just trying to preach that over and over and over. I ended up taking one stab at a trade with very defined risk, and I was very happy with that trade. And the markets continued to bleed, and I am ending the day not down ginormous. So overall, massive wins and just practicing being patient. This is my reminder to you that you do not always need to be in a trade. Especially on days where we have news just moving the markets like crazy. You do not have to be in a trade. You do not need to always be in a long. You do not need to always be in a short. Ending the day without losing money is sometimes better than trying to make a bunch of money in a day. So that's my reminder to you. And then please just sit back and enjoy the stream recap. Yo, good morning. Happy CPI day. If you're wondering what the heck happened, well, we had CPI come out at 7:30 and it caused a 300 point drop in the market. Maybe more, more than that. I guess if you go on top to bottom, 987 to 540 in 5 minutes. Pretty big move though. The Nasdaq is down 2.88%. All jokes aside, we're down 2.88% on the Nasdaq. ES down 2.17%. I think if we would have hit 420, we would probably have already bottomed and we'd be on the move to the upside. It seems like a magnet. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, the daily, it's just going to look, bad, right? We're down a lot of points. This could be the next move to the downside. It's kind of what we saw, like a huge, ginormous candle here. We got the same thing kind of playing out. It does feel like a lot of times CPI does get rallied up a bit, but that is pure speculation. And on days like this, I feel like it's pretty bad to just be like trading that way. We're going to be trading it very, very patiently. I think today deserves more patience than any other day, which is crazy to say because we've been attempting to be very patient recently. Surprised the New York Open ain't dropping like mad. I mean, dude, we flushed heavy, man. We flushed super heavy already. When you're down 3%, do you really think you're going to get another like 2% drop immediately? I don't know. It's pretty aggressive. This looks kind of good. A lot of buyers coming through here. I'm going to take the stab long. If we flush this double bottom, that's a whole nother story. It's kind of the trade that I like. Back to the top of the range, short term. Got to get through volume here. To me, this feels like a pretty safe trade, all things considered. Pretty tight both ways. Nothing crazy. This volume at 80 is point of control. Rejecting it so far. Got blocks at 16. Kind of makes me think that we flush it. But that was basically 7 points up, 7 points down. Rejected point of control so far at 80, but buyers still look pretty good. So I'm going to let this run, just kind of see what happens. I'm fine with the current risk at play, whether I get stopped out or this runs. Obviously, do not copy my trades, you'll get wrecked. Buyers looking good here. There we go. We're through point of control at 80, making the rotation back up to 90. Trying to, potentially. Back to point of control. Buyers still look pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see us rotate 400. But I feel like this is a little bit of a safer exit, the 90s. As opposed to looking for a trade into the 400s. We're up 15 points, 20 seconds left on this candle. Now we're up 7 points. Quick little 7-point slap. I'm actually not down to watch this go all the way back down, to be honest. A heavy close to me. After testing volume like this over and over again, probably yields to a flush. So my stops now break even. This is a risk-free trade for me. Now we just see if we can catch the pump or not. But we're going to get stopped out here. There we go. We're stopped out. Realistically, should I probably have taken it off at point of control or even at 15 points? I guess probably, but I wanted to let it run if we got the momentum above the point of control break, which we almost got. But the exits, I'm just not willing to watch this thing go super red on me today, especially when I'm going counter trend. We're losing a lot of that steam right now that we had on the push. Not worth it to just watch this thing flush. Like if we break if I let this thing run back, and even if I got stopped out at 58, I would have been kind of mad, you know, because it's like I watched this run up 15 points and now I got stopped out I would have gotten stopped out here. Like that would be frustrating had I not moved my stop to break even just then. So I would have lost 12 points. So $220 as opposed to making a huge bag at $5.